ating paghahanap ng mga lutuing Filipino dito sa Hong Kong, tiyak ay mapupukaw ang inyong atensyon sa mga kainan na maghahatid sa inyo ng makabagong pananaw sa lutuing Filipino. Kaya samahan nyo kami sa panibagong edisyon ng Homemade Kusina. Sa tahimik na kalye ng Swato sa abalang distrito ng Wanchan, natagpuan namin ang isang bagong lugar kainan na nagtataglay ng panlasang Pilipino, ang Holy Gao.
Holy Gao is a Filipino-inspired restaurant. Holy Gao started, well, even way before when I was younger. I always wanted to open a restaurant. So it wasn't until like 6 years ago that I finally decided to focus more on F&B, to eventually planning to own a restaurant. I went to a part-time culinary school here in Hong Kong, and then after I started working in the kitchens here in Hong Kong. That was working around 5 years to 6 years. COVID happened, and then somehow I just planned me and my girlfriend actually. My girlfriend was actually the one who pushed me more to just open a place rather than looking for more experience. And personally, at first I was kind of hesitant to open one because, as I know, 5-6 years is not much even in the F&B industry. So after that, I guess with a lot of convincing from my girlfriend, I eventually opened Holy Gao. First, also, it wasn't supposed to be a Filipino restaurant because somehow I wanted it more Chinese or something more caters to the local. But then somehow a lot of my friends suggested to me that maybe I should open like a Filipino restaurant or a Filipino-inspired restaurant. The name Holy Gao, if if people knows the term Holy Cow in the US, it means like you're surprised, you're surprised of the taste or you're surprised of something. And since my family name is Gao, so that's how it became, the name, how it came to be.
Ipinagmamalaki ng Holy Gao ang makabagong estilo nito sa lutuing Pilipino. Naghahandog ito ng pagkaing Filipino fusion sa pangunguna ni Chef Marvin Gao na tubong Cebu City.
I mostly rely on the foods that I grew up eating back in the Philippines, especially in Cebu. So it's mostly the foods that I grew up eating and liking. And also some of the foods are also what I learned when I was working in the kitchen here in Hong Kong. My influence for me is mostly a mix of what my mom cooks at home and what I eat outside as well. So as we know, in the Philippines, we eat a lot of rice mostly with our foods. So with that, and since people right now, they're trying to, especially in COVID, they're trying to be more fitter, like trying to exercise regularly, and that's how the idea of cauliflower rice to replace like the normal white rice came to be. The foods, it will be slowly still changing. Like the menu, I still do plan to incorporate more and more traditional Filipino foods, but with a bit of a twist. But I'll do that slowly, I guess, in the next few months.
Tunay ngang kakaiba ang mga lutuing hatid ng Holy Gao kumpara sa ibang restaurants dito sa Hong Kong. Pero ano nga ba ang espesyal na katangian ng Holy Gao?
For me personally, I think that Filipino food is very underrated, especially here in Hong Kong. Once you say Filipino food, especially to local people, they think of it as food with, not much class, sorry to say, but I guess I can also speak from some of my friends. But then realized that it's something unique. It's not really comparable to the normal food, the normal Hong Kong food. But I guess I would say they are pleasantly surprised by it in a good way. Yes.
Tinanong namin si Chef Gao kung paano niya nagawang magpatakbo ng negosyo sa kabila ng krisis na dala ng pandemya.
I opened last year, around October. So that was during when the pandemic, I think second wave or third wave. But it was also good because going into it, I know already about the COVID situation. So I kind of like my expectations were not that high, I guess, to start with. I'm also, but during December, wherein they closed the dinner, I was kind of caught by surprise. I guess everyone in the F&B was caught by surprise because as much as lunch, you have lunch, dinner is helps a lot, especially for restaurants like myself. So how I cope it is just to do more deliveries, I guess, and some other things. So need to market it at like more on social media. I get to talk to friends more, friends in the industry also, gather ideas, and it was also good that we were able to get through it, that period of time.
At ngayon, alamin naman natin kung ano ang mga patok na Filipino-inspired dishes dito sa Holy Gao.
Best selling is the salpicao. It's just a normal steak, but I guess it's the sauce that differentiates it from all the other steaks that we have here in Hong Kong. Because food in the Philippines also tend to have that soury taste. I guess more and more people are liking that as well, which is also one of our best sellers, also our carbonara. It's instead of the usual carbonara, it's just egg, bacon. For me, there's a mix of the chicken liver and the sauce. So it's more like sisig, I would say, a sisig taste. It still it's still carbonara, but with a twist. So I guess people are also liking that as well, and also especially the ube ice cream sandwich. A lot of people come here just for that, and I'm quite surprised as well. The bread is what we call the Philippines pandesal. So we usually explain to our guests who don't know what pandesal is. It's Filipino soft rolls, and the ube ice cream we made it in-house because it's not that easy to source ube ice cream, especially here in Hong Kong. The decision to just do it in-house, and luckily a lot of people really like it. Yeah. I hope more people will be able to come by and eat, not just during like a weekday lunch. Like they can also come during dinner, come with their friends. Not even just the Filipinos, also local people. I guess just anyone who wants to enjoy having good food, enjoying their time.
At para sa lahat ng nais masubukan ng masarap at kakaibang lutuin ng Holy Gao, narito ang mensahe mula kay Chef Gao.
I just want to invite anyone or everyone, no matter the age, invite your friends, come have a meal here at Holy Gao. It's not your traditional Filipino food, but I will assure you that you will have a good time, you will like the food, hopefully you like the environment, like the staff, and just basically have a good time.